everyone, welcome to Coffee and Connections with Wolfeboro Parks and Rec, and I'm Christine Collins, the Recreation Director, and this is Justin Chafee, my Assistant Recreation Director. Glad you could join us. We just wanted to chat today. I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. I know many of you have seen me around town, and some of you're new to the area, so I just wanted to share a little bit about me. I came to Wolfeboro Parks and Recreation in 2008. I had previously worked in Milton for 2 years, and when I transferred over here, I actually was doing a dual role. I was still helping Milton out and then worked here. I was the assistant recreation director, and Ethan Hipple was the recreation director. So I filled that position for about 7.5 years. Ethan left a year and a half ago, almost 2 years, and I took over the role as recreation director. And I was the recreation director in Milton, so it's not unfamiliar for me to be a recreation director. I was excited to take it over just to get my spin on things. Ethan and I had a good working relationship, but it was nice to actually take the department over. A little bit more about me. You know me as the recreation director, but I am a person, and I am a mother who has 2 teenagers. One is going to be 15 and one is going to be 17. I know most of you have seen them at some of the programs because, you know, in recreation, when you need help, your family is the first line of fire. They're coming in to help you. So I also have a new puppy who's 15 months old. That's our baby, and her name is Roxy. And in my free time, I love to go to the ocean camping with my family, and I just took up mountain biking with my boyfriend, which is scary but fun. I actually went to Plymouth State College, and then after that, I married my husband. He was in the military, so we moved to Alaska for 3 years, where we had our first daughter, which was an amazing experience. Everyone always says, what's Alaska like? And I will say it's Maine, New Hampshire, but on steroids. It's just way bigger. Like, everything's bigger. The moose, the mountains, everything. So it was just, what the good thing was is we were a tourist for like 3 years. So we were just visiting every single thing we could see. So that's nice. I think sometimes in our everyday life, I don't see a lot of stuff I'd like to because I'm working. So I'm really trying to put better our family experiences by living on the East Coast. There's so much stuff we can see, and I haven't even seen half of it. So we're really trying to get out there and see more things. After that, we were stationed in Maryland, DC area for another 3 years, where I had my second daughter. And when people complain about traffic, you need to go down to DC to see traffic, and then you'll realize we don't have traffic here. So after that, I got divorced. I moved back up here to New Hampshire, and I started my career with Milton Recreation. And then I had worked for Dover Recreation for about 10 years before I actually moved, and I loved that job, and I never thought I'd get back into recreation, but a position opened up, and I was like, I'm just going to go for it. So I did, and that's how I became into recreation. And then when this position opened up, I was excited because I was a rec department of 1, which, if anybody's done that, they know that's a lot of work, and it's a little lonely. You can't bounce ideas off of people. So I was excited to come to a place where I would have a team, and we could bounce ideas off of people, and just the facilities are amazing what we have here, between the ice arena, the ski area. We have 3 town beaches. Most towns only have 1, so we're lucky to have that. We have a skate park, all the parks we have, and cemeteries. Like, we just have so much to offer. And I know a lot of people who move here are moving here because of what we have to offer. They are living in bigger cities and other places, and they say, this is the most amazing recreation department we've ever seen. And so that makes us feel good. We work really hard to offer programs and keep our facilities up to par, and it just is so exciting for us that people appreciate it as much as we love it. So thank you. Let's hear about Justin and meet him a little bit.
Hi everyone, I'm Justin Chafee. I'm sure a lot of you know me from the different activities around town, but just to give you a little background on myself, I graduated, I grew up in Ossipee, went to Kingswood, so I'm very familiar with the area. I grew up on Lake Winnipesaukee and running around downtown at Fossfield, so this area is very familiar to me, and I'm excited to be back here. I went to Plymouth State and graduated from there in 2013. and from there I got lucky enough to get a position in Lincoln Woodstock as their assistant director for Parks and Rec. I was there for about a year and a half, 2 years. It was a great time. It's a nice little community up there. They actually have a small ski area similar to Abenaki here, so that was kind of a neat comparison that we have between the two. The position opened up here in, I think it was December, two years ago, December 2015. I thought it was a great chance to get back home. I spent a lot of weekends coming back to my family, hanging out with friends and stuff, so it was just a natural fit for me to want to come back here. And 2 years ago, it'll be 2 years in February that I've been here, and it's been an amazing experience. There's a lot of programs to offer, and I'm excited to be a part of that and help offer them to the community.
Thanks, Justin. You've been a great addition to our team. One thing about Parks and Recreation, it isn't a one-person job, and it really is a team effort. And although I am the director, I often look at it as we are a team, and we each have unique responsibilities and gifts that we can bring to the department. And one of the things that was great to have Justin on board is he was from another department that had a small ski area. So that really enticed us to say, let's bring someone on who has different experiences that we could kind of utilize for our hill. We're in my office today, and probably some of you are wondering where my office is. Some people have never been to it, but some people have. So Parks and Recreation is located in the home of the Pop Whalen Ice and Art Center. You usually refer to it as the Pop Whalen Ice Arena, but we, in January 1st, 1989, it was actually dedicated as the Pop Whalen Ice and Art Center. So we're trying to go back to that name, just because it was dedicated that way, so we're trying to really bring it back. Okay, so I will say this. A lot of people wonder, having an office in an ice arena, are we freezing? The answer is yes and no. No, in our offices they are heated. But yes, if we go down to our admin's office, we have to walk through the ice rink, which if you've ever been to Pop Whalen, you know it's the coldest ice rink in the area, in New England probably. And so, but we have vests and stuff, and we keep ourselves warm when we come back, so it's not as bad as it seems. Hi everyone, I just wanted to kind of walk you through the Pop Whalen Ice Arena. This is the main entrance. You can come in. There also is a side entrance. We'll show you that after. So we've been really busy. I know sometimes it seems like Park and Rec has a slow time when August ends and then the rink opens. So we have all the summer programs ending and then fall programs beginning. But we've been very busy getting our Pop Whalen Ice Arena ready. So I wanted to show you, we're actually we took over the snack shack last year from Back Bay, and we just upgraded our kitchen. So we had to do some upgrades. We had to get a 3-bay sink, a new refrigerator, we got a freezer. So we're getting it ready. This, we've created the snack shack. We're calling it the Polar Cave, and it will be opening the first weekend in November, which by the time you see this, we should be up and running. So feel free to come in and grab some snacks while you're here. So after you come into the ice arena, sometimes it looks a little lost. This year we started to put a sign up there because what was happening is people didn't know where to go. So what you need to do is you need to check in at the office. So that's where you would go first. And then if you're supposed to go to a locker room, we have locker rooms assigned, and we'll let you know when you get over to the office. This is how you get to the office. Why don't you follow me and we'll go see what's going on in the office. As you can see, we're decorated for Halloween right now. We had our Halloween skating party October 21st. We have a pretty good turnout. We had free cookies and cider, and we did a costume contest, so I think the families had a lot of fun. So let's go in here. Right now the Zamboni is going on the ice, so it's going to be a little loud. Right now we're on the ice with Kathy Rankin, who's our maintenance crew chief, and she's actually edging the ice. So the ice is put down, they have to edge out the sides, because sometimes when the Zamboni goes around, it actually, very loud, it actually will be a little too high on the side, so they go through and break it up when the water freezes. So it's October. What we find in October, because the weather could be still warm, is that we have a lot of condensation. Our facility is not yet dehumidificated, and we're set to do that in 2021. So when we do that, we won't have these buckets out. Pretty much what these buckets are doing is there's condensation coming from the ceiling, and the bucket is kind of just to help spread that drop out, so it's not just piling up as a big bump. If you were skating and then you had a bump in your way, you'd go over. So they do this when there's a lot, those spots are actually dripping more than other spots. So they do that for now. And then what they're going to do is when they use the Zamboni, before they do it, they usually come and just chisel away any spots. So the staff is really good at checking it. We are here today, and today is actually our ice maintenance day. We have nothing on in the morning, so they're doing a lot of ice maintenance. They just did the edger on the side of it. On the side of the ice, what happens is when the Zamboni goes around, the water collects a little bit, so they have to chisel that away. And so they just remove that here. As you see, there's, you can see it, but there's a little bit of, it looks like a little snow on it. It's just the ice that's been scraped away. So we're doing all this right now, and then we'll get it ready for our morning public skate that we have. And these circles that you see, I don't know if most of you know what they are for, those are actually curling circles. So we had Lakes Region Curling Association come to us a couple years ago, and they wanted to offer curling. And so they have a huge following of curling people, and during our Winter Carnival week, we usually offer a free curling session for people to try it. And this year is the winter, well, next year technically, is the Winter Olympics where they do curling. So it would be a perfect opportunity if you have not tried curling, you want to come out. It's a free event, and it's just something to try with your family. So we're heading over to the office, and this is actually where you would check in. If you're just purchasing a ticket just to skate real quick, you do it at the window. But if you need a season pass, you can come right into the office. So let's head over there. This is where we actually do skate rentals. We have a lot of different sizes. So we found years ago that people would come here and then they wouldn't have their skates. So they needed skates. And that would be, you'd think we'd have ice skates at a hockey rink. So we implemented skate rentals. And then Back Bay actually mans this skate sharpening unit that they purchased. And so they sharpen skates for their team, but then they sharpen all our skates for rentals as well. And then this is our Parks and Recreation admin assistant's office and part-time staff. And so if you were going to get a season pass, you'd come in here because one, it's a lot warmer. You don't want to be standing out there. And then two, they could just take your picture so you have it on the season pass. So I know I keep mentioning season passes. So we do, you could come here and skate for a daily ticket, which is $6 if you're a resident, $7 for non-resident, or depending on how much of a skater you are, getting a season pass is a better deal. So the season pass is when we open in October until the end of March typically. So season pass is if you're a youth. Residents is $50, non-residents is $80. And that youth and senior is the same price. And then adults are $70 and non-residents are $130. And then you can do a family season pass, which is up to 8 people that are residents in your home, and that's $160 for residents and $300 for non-residents. So if you are going to skate more than a few times, that is the way to go. It's a good deal. And all you do is you don't actually get a physical season pass. We take your picture. You have a number assigned to you, but all you have to do is share your name. Years ago we used to do numbers, but then we didn't get to know you. So now if you do your name, we're like, oh, hey Joe, yeah, you're all set, come on in. So we'll just check you in. So this is where a lot of the magic happens. So we walked in the front door, we went to the office, the admin office and the ticket office. Now you're going to keep going, and this is Justin and I's office. This is how to get into our office. Most people don't know what this room is, so now you know how to get in here. We already met Justin, but here he is again in his office, working hard. And here we are back in my office where it's warm. One thing I wanted to mention for the Pop Whalen Ice and Art Center is that we do offer birthday party packages. So there's a couple options for you. The first one is you could actually come skating during a public skate. So you would just pay regular user fees to do that. And then we offer 3 different packages, which we have available on our website. And it's just, you would skate during the public skating session, so you'd look online to see when that was. And then we give you the use of the lodge, if it's available for the same time period. And you can set up a cake, balloons, like we do. It's different packages, so we can do some stuff for you. The reason why we ended up doing that is because Pop Whalen Ice and Art Center doesn't really have a birthday party room, and the lobby is just too small. So we decided before December 26th, when Abenaki opens, we have the use of that lodge. So we try to do birthday party packages prior to December 26th, if that's something you're interested in. All information is on our website. It's wolfeboronh.us, which brings you to the main Town of Wolfeboro page. But if you want to go right to Parks and Recreation, just do a /parks-recreation after the wolfeboronh.us, and it will bring you right to our page. The other option for birthday parties, if you didn't want to do it during the public skate, you could actually rent ice time, even if it wasn't for a birthday party. So it's a good idea to go on our website. We actually have the scheduling grid for all our facilities. And when you go on there during a public skate or not public skate, you can just see it's up to date what's happening. So sometimes during our public skates, we offer school skates. So you might not want to come when there's 50 children on the ice learning how to skate. That might be something you're not interested in. So we usually post it, so in the notes it will say, if you click on it, it will say Carpenter School's coming for school skate. Then you'll know you don't want to come. But there's also opportunities. You'll see open spots, and you could say, hey, I know there's a group of family members that get together around Thanksgiving. They actually rent the ice and do a little hockey thing. So it's up to you if you want to rent ice, but we love to fill that ice, so the opportunity's there for you. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for joining us today. We really hope to see you soon. We're up and ready for ice skating, and we really want people to come and join us. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.